So this is from 2022 again. Shanny came on to the internet to air her grievances against Jason and against the world. Yeah, let's watch. And this is also from XX, the archives. I'll be linking them in the description.
I'm tired of just asking a question and he takes it all wrong and starts yelling. I'm sick of not being able to have a relationship with my sons fully because he doesn't really allow us to communicate. He kind of keeps me isolated a lot of the time. He tells my sons to leave the room a lot.
You guys, is she for real? So all the years prior to meeting Jason, now it's his fault that she never had a solid relationship with her kids. It's everybody else's fault except for her, of course. And from the way I'm looking at it, Jason followed your lead on how to treat your kids. He followed your lead on how to treat your kids. And I might misremembering, but didn't people say that she used to lock herself in the bedroom so she wouldn't have to, so her kids wouldn't bother her? If anything, and I hate Jason, didn't you also isolate him to get to the money by moving him to Colorado? What is she talking about? Jason, that's what you want him to do. Jason doesn't have a brain of its own. What do you mean he isolated you?
And, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Because I got no family. I really don't have any friends.
Shanny Shan, who in their right mind, especially when it comes to your family? You defamed your family so bad with the false accusations. Who in their right mind will put themselves in that position and then get talked like a dog on the internet, Shanny? You did that. Your family finally had enough of you. You did that. As far as friends, whose fault is it that you're incapable of maintaining relationships? Example number one, your kids. You're incapable of maintaining relationships even with your own blood. Now it's everybody else's fault, Shanny. You seriously need to go and get mental health. Something's seriously wrong with you, lady.
And it's just me and my sons. That's all. Just me and my sons. And, like, really scared. And I feel alone. I feel like a fool. I'm in my house. I'm safe. And Jason's in jail. And
okay, so this was June 7th, 2022, if I remember correctly. So was this right after she lost her kids and Jason was taken to jail for 2 weeks? I think this is the correct timeline. And then after the stream, she proceeds to say, kids who? Kids where? Take them CPS, I need vacation, and took Jason right back in. Is the timeline correct, you guys?
I hope I can make it through. I can't drive. My legs won't work.
Wait a minute, you guys. I've heard her say this a couple times, even recently. What does she mean that her legs won't work? What does that mean? I am so lost. But recently, when Jason went to the mental hospital, she was capable of taking care of herself. She was able to walk around. What does she mean her legs didn't work and her legs don't work. I don't understand this at all. Does she use that as an excuse not to do anything? Is that one of her MOs?
I can't really walk either. How do I get groceries? How do I take care of my sons when I can't move? When I can't walk?
Lord, not Shanny can move at all, you guys. That's what she said. I cut that little snippet out because she was cursing a lot. Can move, can walk, can barely function. Shanny, you function enough to come up with these scams to scam people out of their money. And I'm pretty sure this was part of the whole performance here to get people to donate to her.
I feel like a fool that I let this relationship go on for so long. Because to be honest, he's been so life, and it was nothing but him threatening me when he get really drunk to be hit over the head with a baseball bat, and I stayed with him.
Listen, you guys, Stevie is never okay. But in this case, I believe Shanny was the one putting her hands on Jason. Wait, so now Jason hit her over the head with a baseball bat and she's still okay? What? Oh my God, I can't. But if this was going on when he hit that $740,000, everything was fantastic. Did she ever make these such claims about Jason when that money was still around, when she was online calling people peasants and telling us that only peasants drink water? Did she ever put these accusations on Jason then, or was it after he started, after they lost all the money? Because I am confused. So he hit her over the head with a baseball bat. Oh my.
Because he kept saying, I'm sorry, give me another chance, I'll change, and he never did. It just got worse. And he called me all these names whenever he'd get mad. All these names. I need better. I know. But what is better? Getting in another relationship with someone who's just gonna end up hurting me again? I don't want a relationship with anyone. It's like from the farthest of my mind thinking having someone else, being with someone else.
But Shanny, then who is going to wipe your butt? And who is going to empty your poop bucket if you don't want to be in a relationship with anybody else? And I think even now it's clear, and you also understand it, that you need Jason more than he needs you, because nobody in their right mind would do what Jason does for you. You know, I hate that POS. And I think you're also smart enough to understand this as well.
Because I don't want to be hurt again. I want to be valued as a person. I want to be loved as a woman and treated respectfully.
Shanny, in order to be valued as a person, you actually have to have value. As far as I've seen, you have -0 value. In order to be loved, you also yourself have to be capable of giving love. As far as I have seen, You are also in the negative in that department.
As a woman, most importantly, I want my sons to be respected and treated like they should be, with love, compassion, and empathy.
On this one, yes, I agree your son deserves all of that. But the unfortunate thing is your sons received all of that from random strangers on the internet, not from their mother. Let that sink in, Shanny. Not from you. They received that from complete strangers on the internet, not from you.
Fear of them blowing up at me or ostracizing me or making me feel bad for trying to make a good decision in life, trying to be happy. I'm tired of working so hard to make money to support my family while this man does nothing but complain about his mental health and does nothing to help us.
You guys, is this woman for real? Has she held a job ever since she's been with Jason? What does she mean, working hard for both of them? When? Am I missing a chapter in Shanny's life that I need to uncover? When was she working hard for her families? Shanny, when people work hard for their families, you know what? They actually show up to work. They clock in and clock out for their families. Sometimes people have 2 jobs to make sure that their kids are okay. I have yet to see you do that, woman. I have yet to see you do that.
I made it. I made the money. I've been supporting us.
You guys, sorry for the quick frequent stops, but her delusions of grandeur is amazing. We all need to be as delusional as these people. Honestly, I think our lives would be a lot easier. Because it must be fantastic to live in the land of delusion. I need to work on that. Seriously, I need to work on that because these people seem to be living their best lives and we're out here stressing out.
And I am a fool, and I feel like a fraud. I feel like a phony because I tell women to be strong, to not get into abusive relationships, to get out. And here I am in one.
Oh, finally self-realization, Shanny. Finally, it's a rare occurrence. And I'm pretty sure after that statement, she's going to go on and, that self-awareness is going to go away. Yes, Shanny, you are a fraud. You are all that. As far as a DV, honestly, I feel like you are the aggressor. So then you are the perpetrator, Shanny. You are not the victim.
Because I didn't want people to know that I was in one, but I also didn't want women to get in one at the same time. And there's been times on and then he does this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change. Please just wait until I get into therapy. And he never does go into therapy. He never does get better. And I'm stuck there, waiting to be respected. Waiting to feel loved.
Shanny. What do you mean you were stuck? No, you were not. The door was open and the door is still open. Pick up your shit and get out. It's that easy. There is nothing tying you to this dude then and now. Oh, wait. Actually, there is. Shanny Shan, you will be homeless because you burned all your bridges and you continue to burn people on a daily basis. You made yourself stuck, but really, you're not stuck. Shut up.
I don't have anyone. It's just me and my boys. So, like, I'm scared. I know Daniel. I know he won't. I know he won't change. And then he lies to the cops and then I get in trouble. But not this time. Not this time. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Not this time. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done listening to his pity party. I lost my mom and dad. So did I. Except you lost your parents years ago. I lost my parents just a couple months ago. I don't abuse people because I lost my parents.
Shanny, you're correct. You don't abuse people because you lost your parents. You've always abused people, even when your parents were around. This is you to your core. This is completely you to your core, and your core is beyond rotten. And I hope in the future, I hope that the universe balances everything out, and especially you and Jason have to pay and have to answer for the bullshit that you did to people.
I don't know why your comment was removed. I didn't remove your comment, sir. Never again. Just never again will I let another human being put me down like that. Never again. I don't want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I don't want to keep waiting on a man who doesn't help me. Help me. Who he's only with me because he pities me.
Oh my God, Shanny Shan, I'm so proud of you. Another moment of self-realization. Yes, even until this day, he's only with you because he pities you. You make me feel better a little bit. You still have a little bit of self-awareness. That's nice.
I don't need lies. I don't need lies. I'm done being embarrassed by him. I'm done letting his racist ideology define me.
Wait a minute now, Shanny. Wait, so now it's Jason's fault that you're both racist. So now it's his fault that people see you in the light that they see you. It's all because of him, not because of you. Oh, damn it, Shanny. You had me down for a second, like, oh, she does have a lot of self-awareness. She does gonna take a little bit of responsibility for shit that she does. But nope, never mind, you guys, never mind. We're back to Shanny being a piece of crap again with no self-awareness. That's it.
I'm done being called the C word. I'm done being called a whore and a slut. I don't want to be called that. I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. I'm just done. You know, I'm done seeing him, and then under the same breath, he says he doesn't like it. He doesn't agree with it. He doesn't look at it, even though he looks at it and lies to me like I'm stupid. Yes, it is Rev. I'm done with how he treats my kids. How he's gotten me to compromise who I am as a person. Made me say things and do things that was totally opposite of my character. I feel like such a fucking idiot. And I feel like such a disappointment to my sons.
So, Jason made you compromise who you are as a person. So, the way I'm going to take that is, so you would have been even more of an evil person if it wasn't for Jason. Is that what I'm getting here? And as far as your kids, Shanny, you did all that shit yourself. You do not need anybody to help you be bad, Shanny. You do that on a daily basis by yourself. And I'm glad your kids are away from you. And I'm happy to hear that they're thriving. You're ridiculous. You're absolutely ridiculous. On a side note, you guys, I think Shanny missed her calling. She should have went into acting. I think she honestly missed her calling.
When we were in our fight, I was like, you've already broken me. What more do you want from me? I'm already broken. I'm already sad and miserable most of the time. I felt like I couldn't be myself. I felt like I couldn't say how I feel. Because I have a lot of liberal views and he has a lot of conservative views, and then I get called stupid for just having empathy for people. I get called not an American because I don't like Trump. That Trump was the greatest thing that ever happened in this country. No, he wasn't. He caused nothing but division. My oldest son, he said, Mom, you can't take him back anymore. You can't keep letting him do this to you.
You see right there, I believe the way the conversation went for all this was more like, Mom, you can't keep on taking him back. You can't keep on letting him do this to us. But I feel like Shanny took that and internalized it into, like a true narcissist. Mom, you can't take him back. You can't keep on letting him do this to you. I believe that's how that conversation went. But of course, in the true narcissist version, Shanny's going to turn that into, you can't keep on letting Jason keep on doing this to you. Man, she's sick.
You know, it's like, I'm so sick of putting all of me into something, and I don't get the same energy in return. Oh well. I had to dip out of an 8-year-old relationship. We have a son together, but it was for the best. Stand about the gas. But you must understand, like, this is my own personal opinion about Trump. He gassed protesters. And there's, the news said he didn't, but I was, like, watching a live stream, several live streams at once, when that happened. I don't support someone who attacks protesters when we should have freedom of speech. He's not a good president. Neither is Biden. I say fuck both parties. Because they don't give a fuck about us. Like, when you start with the values of others and totally devalue a person because of your own personal belief or opinion, you're an awful person. And I'm so, like, seriously, I'm so sick of discord. I'm so sick of fighting. I'm so sick of not being allowed to have fucking peace in my life. If I have to be alone to establish some form of peace in my life, I will be alone. If I have to be alone with my son so they can have peace, so they don't have to worry about someone hurting them, I'll do it too.
Newsflash, Shanny is terrified of being alone. Shanny thrives in chaos. It's always people that love and need the chaos in their life that always say, I hate the chaos, while they surround themselves in chaos. And again, another side note. Is it true that in 11th grade that Shanny got kicked out of school because of the rumors and getting people to fight with each other? Was that bad that she got kicked out of school? Is that story true? Because I feel like it is true, because Shanny is the queen of chaos. She needs chaos around her in order to feel alive, because sitting in silence is torture to her, because she can barely bear being by herself and with herself. So I am believing that story is probably true.
In a lot of ways, I normalize abuse in my head. I normalize it because I want to help people out of it. I want them to turn from their ways, and I don't have discord. I don't want discord. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry about that, Daniel. I'm so sorry about that.
Honestly, this is like performance art at its finest. I still truly believe that Shanny missed that calling. She should have went into acting or got into theater in some sort of way. I feel like she would have thrived there. She missed her calling, you guys. I'm telling you.
Like, it'll be a hard breakup for me. I don't think it's gonna be that hard, like, compared to my last breakup, which tore me apart as a person. Because with my last relationship, I gave that man all of my trust. With this relationship, I gave that man none of my trust.
You guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I understand it correctly that her ex helped her get her kids back from CPS then, right? And then didn't Shanny, while she was still with that ex, chase after Jason when she learned that he was about ready to inherit? He inherited $740,000. Isn't that how it went? What the hell is she talking about?
I understand, Crafts. I think it's gonna be good for me to be alone. You know, it'll be like I can focus on myself, you know, and I can heal being alone, you know? I don't have to have someone invalidate me about how I feel or what I think like I have for so long. I hope to God he blesses me. Really am alone. I don't have family. I have myself and my sons.
Yes, Shanny, you don't have family because of who? You. And now you don't have your sons because of who? You. This perpetual victim mentality, actually, you guys, is quite exhausting. And it's enough to make me punchy at this point. It's always everybody else's fault, it seems like.
But after what Jason did to my son, he deserves to go to jail. After all the things he's done to me, he deserves to go to fucking jail. He deserves it.
Oops. And then she realized that when Jason got out of jail, in the long run, she would end up in a homeless shelter. Shanny wasn't about ready to do that. It was a lot easier for her to go right back with Jason because Shanny was not about to go to a homeless shelter with limited food. And remember, CPS gave a vacation for my kids. So Shanny took Jason back so she wouldn't have to be homeless. Shanny is still with Jason because she knows without Jason, she is screwed. She is going to be homeless.
Because I've really been destroyed in this relationship in a lot of ways. I guess it's a whole new beginning for me, you know, and I gotta remember what Jesus said. Jesus said, those who lose their life find it. Those who keep their life lose. So I guess I'm gonna find one, you know? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find my life. I'm gonna find my joy.
Yes, Shanny, you're gonna find your life. You're gonna find your joy with a poop bucket. That's how you're gonna find it. You're gonna find all that stuff with a poop bucket.
I'm gonna find it. To be happy with me first before I ever think about getting in a relationship with anyone. And I don't even know if I would want to go in a relationship with anyone because of all the abuse I've taken over the years in every fucking relationship I've had. Because like I said, I normalize abuse. It's one of my worst fucking toxic traits to myself. But you know what? This is showing my sons how to be strong and how to say no to violence and no to abuse. You know, it's so gross what he did. Like, how can you kick an autistic child in the head and in the stomach? How could you do that?
So here she's actually telling the truth about what Jason did to her kids. How is it now that Shanny has changed her tune? Now everybody is lying. She never said that. That never happened. What happened between then and now? Because right now they're working overtime to change the narrative of what actually happened when we have the police report, when we have now heard them, especially her, repeat the exact same thing. What happened?
Date yourself for a long time. Oh, I will. Oh, I will. I will love the hell out of myself because no one else will. You know, it's good actually. I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna focus on my sons. And no one can tell us how to live anymore. No one can tell us that we're wrong. No one can yell at us anymore and tell us we're wrong and call us names and cuss at us. We don't have to go through it anymore. We don't have to be hit anymore. I don't have to be pushed anymore. I'm not gonna let him back because he destroyed this relationship himself. He destroyed it himself through being so reactionary and violent with everyone. I don't want it. I don't want it. Because I'm better than this. I deserve better than to be miserable in a relationship when I'm about to be 39. I deserve better than this. And most of all, my sons deserve better than this. They never had a father figure really in their life. Not one. It was just me and my sons. Our whole lives. You know why? Because the sperm donor, I haven't talked to him in like 13 years. 13 years I haven't talked to baby daddy sperm donor. He won't call his kids. And don't think that I tried to keep his sons away. I didn't. I kept trying to get a hold of him. And I still do. 13 and 15. I deserve better than this. And my son just, like, my oldest, just recently came out of the class throwing around the F word. And keeps demoralizing people who are homosexual and doing this in front of my oldest who just came out of the closet, and my heart just breaks because it's like...
Wait, did Shanny just out her son? Shanny, you're disgusting. You're absolutely disgusting. So your sons did not have a father figure? And guess what, Shanny? You are a terrible representation of what a mother is supposed to be. You are disgusting.
I don't want my son to feel like he doesn't belong in this world for being gay. I will craft. Like, my oldest, he's my rock. I know, Crafts. He told me yesterday he was struggling with this for 3 years. 3 years he kept it silent from me because he was afraid of backlash. And that bastard, after he got taken away in cuffs, you know what he had the nerve to say to me when he was being taken away in cuffs? I love you, baby. No, you don't. You wouldn't have touched my son if you loved me. You wouldn't have called me names if you loved me. You wouldn't have told me you never wanted to be with me if you loved me.
Okay, you land well. If you loved your son and they were pissing their beds and you were making them sleep in them, you would have tried to figure out what was going on with your kids, but you did not care. You learn well. If you loved your kids, the first time Jason mistreated your kids, you would have packed up your stuff and left. But wait, no. Shanny wasn't about ready to do that when all that money was floating around, Jason. And now Shanny wasn't about ready to do that because, God forbid, if what you're claiming is correct, you are not about ready to go to the women's shelter. Oh, no, Shanny. Shut up.
If you loved me, you value what I had to say. He broke me. He broke me. He broke me. If he lived at all, he would have kept his hands to himself. To himself. Screw it. Yeah. Yeah. If he loved at all. Oh, if he loved at all, he would have kept his hands to himself. Yeah, I know. He doesn't love. You don't hurt the ones you love. And I stayed because I felt sorry for him. I have schizoaffective disorder. Okay, I have BPD. But I do my best not to take my frustrations out on others. Like, I've taken care of so many mentally ill people through being a home health care worker in my lifetime.
You guys, wait. When did Shanny have this job? Was this before she met Jason that she had this job working for mentally ill people? When was this? I missed this era. Interesting.
I never seen anyone. And this is, I'm talking about schizophrenics, people who have a violent past. I've never seen anyone act like him. I never seen someone so fucking self-entitled. Like, he thinks just because he says sorry, I should automatically let things go. I should automatically not be upset over the fucking shit he does to me and others. Alright, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Lynn. I mean, bad, he started making fun of me. He'd do that stuff. You don't know what love is. You don't know what love is. He saw a woman who was vulnerable, whose health was failing, and he was like, oh, I can take advantage of this shit with her.
Wait a second here. As I remember the story correctly, when Shanny was still married to her ex, did they ever even get divorced? When she was still married, she was crying to her mom about Jason, how she wanted to be with Jason, especially when she found out that Jason inherited all that money and all those houses. Who took advantage of who? And didn't Shanny tell Jason that her ex was also abusing her, so he sent her money to go stay in a hotel, and instead she showed up at his front door with his sons? Isn't that how that happened? Who took advantage of who?
And then he arrogantly tries to preach Jesus while, you know, you certainly don't love me. And then he tries to turn it around and say that I'm being abusive for reacting to his shit, to his fucking shit, to his name calling, to his yelling. I'm abusive because I'm like, you should not act this way. This is inappropriate to act this way. You're being abusive to me. Really? Fuck that, man.
Shanny Shan, it's never too late, my dear. It's never too late. You should really think into getting into performance arts. Get into theater. It's never too late to chase your passion. You can still do this, Shanny Shan. But anyways, you guys, this is all I got for this video. And I will catch you guys in the following video. Until then, later.